What up? Today we're taking a look at these fog lights and switching it out. Auxbeam versus Shine LED. Look at Shine LED's box right here. Looking good. You got the, what is it? Some kind of McLaren. And then you got the Auxbeam box also looking fresh. So let's take a look at both products. Alright, so the Shine LED box. Let's see the packaging. This is a comparison. Nice and snug. Got your installation guide, very nice. And it's in color inside. And more importantly, this is how the bulb looks. So, punch in real quick. Kind of have this, maybe helps with beam pattern. Got the built-in fan, feels good. The cables are nice and braided, which is a plus. Now let's look at the aux beams, let's see what's up with that. Here's the box. I like the coloring. Like, there's a little like texture right here, pops out a little bit. Indentation. Aux beams, packaging. There's the manual and everything, and it comes with a little box. But it's not in color, but it's super easy to install. Why even look at that? And here's the design of the Auxbeam. So they both got the heatsink design, gold, Auxbeam printed right there. Just take a look at those LEDs. No, aesthetically, I would have to give it to, I don't know. Choice is yours. But these LEDs look more high quality than the Auxbeams, the Shine LEDs. But maybe because there's a diffuser, little bubble, maybe it helps diffuse it. Only way we can tell is slapping these bulbs on. Now installing these are super easy. You don't have to take anything off. You just gotta lay down and stick your hand in there. So that's all it's gonna take. A little flap back here you reach into. I do like the design of these bulbs because they don't have an extra ballast. Oh man, this car's so low. I'm removing my Auxbeam's dual color strips. Now these are pretty cool because they have two colors in one. When you turn it off and on, it turns gold, and when you turn it off and on, it turns white. So if you're interested in having color changing fog lights, let me show you real quick. I just took the bulb out, but the right side should still work. So you got white, and then you have like a halogen yellowish color. Pretty cool. But that's not what we're looking at today. I have a video if you guys want to check that out. So let's go back to the task at hand. Let me just turn it. And there you go, it's done. And there you go, it's working. So let's get on to the other side. Now when it comes to lighting, it's very important to have good wide distribution light output. You don't want really any hard spots. People, with fog lights, people want it aimed to the ground, so it like pretty much just points at the reflectors. But I myself like extra light. Alright, so first of all, this thing is not even firing from Shine LED, so that's kind of sucks. And also, when you're mounting this, you see where the socket is? It keeps rotating, and it just popped off. So that's also not good either. And yeah, the bulb just doesn't work. I'm gonna try the other bulb that it came with. not, Auxbeam just gonna win by you know, unanimous. Alright, here's the other bulb. So the other shine bulb works no problem. This one is not firing. This one is actually firing now, but it's not really good quality. It's polarity sensitive, but the way these guys made their bulbs, it actually can fit both sides. So I guess that's kind of annoying. Their socket is universal, it fits both ways. Where the Auxbeam, I don't know, it works either, it just works. So far, you know, the shiny LEDs a little bit harder to install. This thing moves around. It's like polarity sensitive and so forth. But performance of the bulb really matters. So let's test it out. Alright, so we have Auxbeam on the right and we have Shine's LEDs on the left, and it's kind of dark outside. It's not fully nighttime, it's 8. Just trying to see how it projects. And a good test I can pretty much do is probably turn up the ISOs and get into the beam pattern and see which one looks brighter. So that's what I'm gonna do. Like from what you can tell right there, it's kind of windy. I don't know if you can hear me, but the Auxbeam lumen wise is brighter. You can tell. F16 f-stop. Let's turn up the shutter speed, see what we get here. Again, the Auxbeam being a little bit brighter in lumens, and yeah, so there you have it. Okay, now that's really dark. But Auxbeam is a little bit brighter. Next thing we're gonna do is test out the, of course, the beam pattern, because that's also very important. And then I'm just gonna cover it up when it's a little bit darker outside and see the comparison. Alright, so when it comes to headlights and fog lights, you have to have your headlights on to turn your fog lights, unless you use some hack, whatever, you cut it up. But this is my fog lights getting turned on. Oops. And it basically scatters the light everywhere pretty much, and helps you. I mean, you can tell the difference right there. It's not, the light's not no longer below. And looking at my eye, the Auxbeam one, which is on the driver's side, it looks the same as the other one, but driving impressions, they look exactly the same. So let's get out of the car and point at the wall and cover one fog light, etc. Let's see what we get. So, it's pretty dark out here. I'm covering the headlights, so we can just focus more on the fog lights. Make it even. And shine this baby. And there it is. Shine wise, again, I think the Auxbeams look a little bit brighter. This is without, this is no shine. Auxbeam is definitely brighter. Fan wise, the Auxbeam is a little bit louder, the fan. And of course, you can't really see, both of them are projecting kind of like low, they're angled low, but they're still kind of scattering light, so it's not like an LED projection with a projector to have a nice clean up cutoff line. And I was thinking maybe the shine will shine a little bit better with the bolt design, but because in these fog light housings, they look exactly the same. So if you're looking for a brighter setup, definitely go for the Auxbeam. As far as the shine, also very good, but it's a little bit dimmer. And that's all I have to really say. The build quality, Auxbeam definitely had a better build quality. All right, it got cut off, but basically, again, the Auxbeam has better build quality. The Auxbeam, which is on the driver's side, definitely has a better build quality. When it comes to install, everything felt very solid. And the Shine one was a little bit loose. The Shine one looks a little bit different and unique, so I do like the way it looks. And but when I was plugging into the socket, it was pretty much, you can plug in both ways. And of course, we know that LEDs are polarity sensitive, so it didn't work initially. That's a con. But if we were just talking about pure performance, they perform both pretty well. They look pretty much exactly the same. If you look at it right now, it looks exactly the same. If you pixel peep, you're gonna have to give it to the Auxbeams with a slight edge, but not by much. So go with either brand. They work well, but my money is on Auxbeam for that slight edge on this head-to-head. Other than that, that's it. Peace.